Tyler Ramos.
Here we go, yeah. At the top of the class on a roll, hey. And it's time to run it up, yeah, you know, yeah. Maxed out, put the pedal to the floor, yeah. On a roll, here we go, here we go.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Frankie Candles live stream every single weekday right here at 5:45 p.m. right after ATB. Where's my ATB crew? Hit me up in the chat. Guys, just a heads up, for just a few minutes, if you hear some clanking, some banging, some... I got to watch my words here. If you hear any clanking, hammering, or screwing, any screw guns, anything like that, we do have some construction going on back here. I don't think you guys should be able to pick up that much of it, but let me know if it becomes a problem. Should only be about 5 minutes, but just so you guys know. But welcome back to the stream. Thank you all for tuning in. I really do appreciate you guys choosing to spend your time here on the Frankie Candles live stream. If you're new here, go ahead and smack that like button. If you're an OG here, go ahead and smack that like button, because every 100 likes we get, we will be spinning the wheel of pain and pleasure, where you guys will have a chance to win some free NFTs. Maybe they're NFTs, maybe they're t-shirts, maybe they're hats, maybe they're ledgers. I don't know. We just sent out 2 ledgers and a bunch of NFTs, a couple hats. So you never know what you're going to win on the channel. So smash the like button. Every 100 likes, you guys get a spin, more giveaways. But thank you all for tuning in. I do appreciate every single one of you guys. We have an awesome show for you tonight. God, chat is distracting me. We have an awesome show tonight. We're going to be taking a look at Bitcoin, guys. We came down and we hit our target almost perfectly. Super, super happy that we were able to call those levels for you guys, because you guys know we were watching that value area low. We're going to take a look at it in just a second. But we were watching that value area low for, I want to say, a week or two, probably more, waiting to get down there as soon. I see you, DGen. I see you, DGen Mama. We've been looking at this value area low coming in at about here. I don't want to mess up the numbers here, but that value area low at about 18,825. Guys, we've been watching that level. We knew that it was likely to come down and visit these range lows. That's where we were looking for a bounce, and we are starting to get that bounce. As you can see today, if you guys watch the morning stream, you will know we were looking at that 4-hour bullish divergence. I did mention that I was not going to take it just because of all the bearish stuff popping up on the higher time frames. Doesn't mean it wasn't going to play out. I just personally decided to stay out of it, but we are seeing that 4-hour bull div start to play out a little bit, so we're going to be taking a look at some levels to be watching for potential rejections of this little pump. I know it's exciting. Bitcoin pumps a few bucks and everybody starts running around the office. Oh my God, Bitcoin's on fire. But yeah, so we're going to be checking out those levels. I'm going to be letting you know if I think this pump is sustainable or if it's just a fake out before we go ahead and make those lower lows that everybody is expecting. So we're going to be talking about all of that. But first, let's go ahead and say what's up to chat. We got 295 people in here starting the stream strong today on a Wednesday. I did think it was Thursday today. I've got no idea what's going on. That long weekend messed me up. But let's go ahead and say what is up to chat. Who do we got in here today? The Block Doc. What is going on? Made it on time today. Time to pump the markets. Let's go. Shout out to the Block Doc. You get extra credit for being here on time. Shout out to Rob the Crypto Snob saying smash that like button. Hey, listen, Rob said it, and he's a crypto snob. So if you want to be a crypto snob like Rob, hit that like button. I didn't say it. He did. Lathan, what is going on? Welcome back, man. Thank you for being here. What is that name? Altab Hussein. I think that's how you say that. What is going on? 73K bubble pop Oh, interesting. Taylor, what is going on? Taylor's saying I need a break from trading, and I'm going to use that chat as a public service announcement. If you guys need a break from trading, right? If you're feeling stressed out, you're getting cranky, you're too busy, you're looking at the charts when you should be hanging out with your girlfriend or your boyfriend or your husband or your wife or your mom, who knows? But if you need to take a break from trading, guys, it's okay. You don't always have to be in a day trade. You don't always have to be in a trade every single day. You don't have to be in 10 trades a day. I think everybody wants to be a scalper and a day trader. They want to be in and out of trades constantly all day long. But if you're feeling burnt out, if you guys want to take a break from trading, don't be afraid to take that break. It's totally no shame in that at all. The only thing not taking a break will do is make the reason you want to take the break worse, right? If that makes sense. I don't know if that makes sense. But Tim Shea, what is going on? Thank you for being here. Anthony, young guy, what is going on? Let's see. Haven't spent money. Tony with the super chat. Appreciate you, brother. Says, haven't spent money in a few days here. Here you go. Shout out to Tony D. I do appreciate it, bro. Always showing that support in way more than one way. Shout out to our awesome mods, guys. We got Captain Kirk, Coinslinger today. Shout out to Captain. Love you, Cap. Thank you for being here. Appreciate you. Rob the Crypto Snob, Crypto Anon, Crypto Billy, D Petty Crypto, Tyler Durden, and Tony D. I think that was officially all of them. Shout out to D Petty. I think I already said this on stream, but D Petty, sometimes I don't see you on stream just because you're not in chat as often as the other mods. I know all you guys kind of have your own job, but D Petty, I see you, brother, and I appreciate what you do. But I think that's all our mods, guys. Go ahead and show them some love in chat. They do help us out with the channel a lot. But hey, Noodle, what is going on? D Lowy, what is going on? Or D Lowy, what's going on? Tony Stark. We got Iron Man in chat again, guys. Show some respect to Iron Man. Bob Johnson, what is going on? Like is smashed. I do appreciate that, Bob. Thank you very much. Patrick, what is going on? Jose, what is going on? Wendell, welcome back, Wendell. Good to see you, bro. I always love seeing you in here. Round Earth, what is going on? Thank you for being here. Bitcoin, Pompagoo. Let's go. Bitcoin to the moon. Who else we got? A-Train. What's going on, man? Welcome back. Always love seeing you in here. A-Train. Enzo Mining. Same goes to you. He says, bing bong. Let's go, Enzo. Lane Hughes. What is going on, brother? Lane Hughes. What is going on, man? Absolute OG of the channel. Always love seeing you in here, Lane. Lane, let me know what you're seeing on the charts. You always got some good stuff to look at. George, what is going on? Thank you for being here. Joshua, let's get a couple more in here. Relaxing Reality Escape. What's going on? Thesis himself. Daddy Zach, what is going on, brother? Thank you for being here again. Hannah King, Jose, I almost said Jose. Maybe it's Josie. Jose, what is going on? Eric Ward, and we'll wait for one more to pop in here. We'll wait for one more. It's Rob the Crypto Snob. We already said hi to Rob. Daddy Zach gets a second. Hello, guys. Thank you for tuning in. 375 people in here. Again, guys, going for 650 likes on tonight's stream. So smash that like button. And let me know. Let me go ahead and let's see. Oh, yeah, someone said the poll makes no sense. I'm sorry. I had a million things going on before the stream. And yeah, it doesn't make any sense. Like the question makes sense. The answers make no sense. I forgot to change the text in the answers. Breakout or fake out. It doesn't make any sense, but 68% of you said yes. 32% of you said no. Sorry about that, guys. Yeah, that's what happens when you got a million things going on. They said didn't make sense, and I was like, wait, what? And I looked at it again. I was like, oh, the answers make no sense. Shout out to whoever called that out. Thank you. Sometimes you make a boo-boo, guys. But I am actually going to put one more poll in there. Let me know if you guys can you hear the construction. Let me know if that's distracting or if you guys can actually hear that. I think this mic is super gated, so I don't think you guys are gonna be able to hear it, but maybe you can. Let me know. Can you hear the construction? I'm gonna say this. This isn't really gonna make sense either. Can you hear the? Let's see. Can you hear the construction and can you hear the construction? Let's see. And only vote yes if you guys think it's a problem. If you could hear it, that's one thing. If you think it's a problem, just let me know. Vote yes if it's a problem. But anyway, guys, without further ado, let's go ahead. And guys, I really got to get used to the buttons on these on this stream deck here. But we did do a little bit of an upgrade to the stream. Nothing too big, but it was by popular demand. But let's go. Nothing super crazy, but let's go ahead and jump into the charts, guys. There you go. Look at us. We're on the left side now. Everybody wanted us to move my chart over to my picture, my head right here, to the left side of the chart. They said it would be better. I think they're right. So here we go. Hopefully this helps you guys out. Oh, wow. Okay, cool. I guess this mic is really good. Shout out to Michael. He's building a wall next to me. Michael, they cannot hear the construction, so you're good. or at least they don't hate it. So, all right, here we go, guys. Let's go ahead and jump into the charts here. Let me just play with the microphone a little bit more here. I know I touched a lot. Anyway, so guys, before we do our full analysis, I kind of want to just go to the smaller time frames and break down what has happened, right? Now, obviously, we were watching this spider line. This is for anybody who was not in the stream yesterday, or whoever hasn't seen the who didn't see the morning show. This spider line was the level that we have been watching and looking for a breakdown out of. Once we lost this spider line, we were expecting to come down to this value area low, and this was the main level we were watching, guys. So once we lost that spider line, you can't make it up, guys. I'm going to say it again, and I think a lot of people are going to be like, dude, shut up. But I don't care. I'm going to say it again. Volume profiles, guys. Volume profiles. If you have not watched all of my videos on volume profiles, go check them out. That is not me trying to get a couple extra views. These are old videos. Not old, but these are, from a while ago. This is not me trying to get views, guys. This is me trying to offer my best help. And the volume profiles are huge. So we already knew that once we broke down, I'm not going to spend too much time on the volume profile side of this, but we knew once we broke down below this point of control, the bears were in control, and it was likely that eventually we'd come down and visit the value area low. We were bing, bong, bing, bong, bing, bong, bing, bong, up and down, and then we lost this spider line, and we came right down to that value area low at about $18,825. We wicked down, caught it, snapped right back down, snapped right back into the value area, lost it, bearish retest, lost it again, bearish retest, lost it a little bit, another retest, came down. And if you guys remember from yesterday's stream, I was talking about I'm not panicking, right? Our last line of defense is this 786 Fibonacci level, right? Not the value area low. The value area low, we were talking about yesterday, when you lose this, a lot of times, if you're not bringing a whole lot of new volume in on the profile, you could slip out and then slip right back in which case, if you found support like we are now, you could potentially head back up to that point of control. So that's exactly what we saw. We came right down to the POC. We came out of the value area, and we got sucked right back in, which is, if you guys have watched, even if you just started watching the stream a couple weeks ago, we cover almost every day how the volume profile works. It's a big part of my TA, so I like to show it to you guys. And we snapped right back into the value area, so that was to be expected. And now that we are back inside the value area, I am expected to continue a move towards the point of control, but we do have this spider line in the way. It feels weird that I don't have to move my screen over to dodge my head. This is very nice. But this spider line is going to be the next level that I am looking for a potential scalp short opportunity that could potentially turn into a swing short. But this is the next level. Now, this level is coming in at about 19,000 and, about 19,600, right? 19,630 something. If we work our way and we get up to this spider line, I will be looking for those bearish confirmations on Market Cypher B, looking for a potential scalp short opportunity. And that is our immediate resistance right above us. Now, I do just want to go ahead and pull a little Fibonacci retracement here. Now, we do have a local golden pocket right here too, so that is worth keeping an eye on. You might get hung up there a little bit. I'm just going to mark this out with a box. Boom. And yeah, let's see. Let me just get that a little more. Boom. I'm just going to get this as close as I can on stream. And then I'm going to delete this to kind of clear up the chart. But yeah, local golden pocket right there. I mean, you got the confluence, right? You got the confluence there. Did that move? What just happened? No? Yeah. Basically, I mean, you have that with your confluence with the spider line. So, but support and resistance obviously is never just an exact level. It's a range. That's why I like to draw these boxes or these little boxes for you, because, if you're watching it as a level and you don't come right up to that level, you're going to wind up getting faked out a lot. So, this is the next level to watch. Potential short opportunity in this area. But before we start talking a little bit more about Before we start talking a little bit more about levels, let's go ahead and do our full analysis here, guys. Now, just a reminder, I am not going to cover this really at all. I'm just going to mention it. You want to remember on the weekly, we have that confirmed yellow X, right? Very bearish sign. So you just want to remember that. That thing lurks. It lurks. But let me go ahead and clear up these spider lines so we can kind of actually see what's going on here. And there's not as much gobbledygook on the charts. So, on the daily chart, obviously, we did get our red dot that is confirmed. We looked at this, obviously expecting that move to the downside. Let me just see if there's any movement here on the weekly on Market Cipher B. VWAP starting to round off here. Now, I take this with a grain of salt, guys. The VWAP is rounding off. This can move, but this would technically be indicative of the VWAP potentially starting to flatten out and come towards that zero line and potentially find a bottom, but way too early to tell. I kind of regret saying that. We're going to have to give this time to play out. So, but really nothing else to gather off of the weekly other than that yellow X. Coming down 4-day VWAP. Oh boy, let's get rid of those. Hopefully that works. But your 4-day VWAP starting to come up towards that zero line, 3-day starting to come up towards that zero line, and your 2-day got rejected. So your 2-day VWAP is coming down still. And then your daily not really showing any signs of slowing down, at least at the moment. I got people laughing. Pass the Frankie on the left. I said pass. You're funny, bro. Pass the Frankie on the left-hand side. I love it. I love it, bro. I love it. Shout out to V Slim. You got people cracking up in chat, man. You are funny. Tatted Grizzly, what is going on, man? Welcome back. Anonymous, he said it's the bottom. Anonymous in here cracking jokes, baby. Let's go. I think 17.5 was the bottom. I know 90% of people don't think it is, but at the end of the day, shoot, no one really knows. I'm just dollar cost averaging and hodling. Tatted Grizzly, louder for the people in the back. And if for anybody wondering, there's definitely a possibility that 17.5 was the bottom, guys. Definitely a possibility, but hard to just call it 100% the bottom, right? Because at the end of the day, nobody knows. We could have a black swan event come in and absolutely wreck us to the downside. We can go into a depression, go into a serious recession. So there are things that could bring us lower. However, there is a good chance that 17.5 could have potentially been the bottom. But just keep that in mind. But moving on down here, guys, as you know, we do have, let me turn on Market Cipher A. Turn that off. Turn on Market Cipher A. We do have our confirmed 16-hour yellow X confirmed on the 16-hour time frame. I don't know why I repeated that. 12-hour, also confirmed yellow X. These are pretty bearish signs. However, as you guys know, we are coming up to pretty important support, and we're going to talk about that in just a second. But 8-hour is printing that double green dot on Market Cipher B right here. You can see it in all of its glory. So that would be more on the bullish side. Your 6-hour double green dot as well. Your 5-hour double green dot confirmed, and your 4-hour green dot confirmed. And then, obviously, guys, if you watch the morning show, that's why you don't want to miss any shows, guys. Because you never know what you're going to catch, right? You watch me every day, which is going to get you some pretty good information. It's going to get you some really good information. However, if you're watching the morning show, I pop up on there. You could have seen this 4-hour bull div. Again, I was very transparent. I did not take the trade. However, you could have, done your own analysis and chosen to take it. It would have played out pretty dang well. I'm here to point out the information on the charts, but right here, you can see you have your lower lows on your price and your higher lows on Market Cipher B. And this was our indication that we were going to have that bounce, right? Because not only did you have we talk about this all the time, you want to have your levels and wait for price to come to them, right? So we had the value area low, which obviously we were watching this level forever, this white line, right? You see it right there. We were watching this level very closely, right? Waiting for price to break down out of that spider line. As you guys know, the spider line is gone. I took them off, but they are there, as you can see. Maybe I should turn them on. There you go. This spider line, waiting to lose that spider line and waiting for this value area low to come, for price to come down to this value area low. And with your your price coming down to your value area low with the 4-hour bullish divergence. That's a little bit of confluence there. You got your double green dot, you got the confirmed bull div, and you're at that key level of support. Boom, plays out, and we started coming up towards this spider line. This is the first level I'm watching, again, for that scalp short. But if we can get some rocket fuel behind this thing, the next level I would be watching, not impossible to potentially get above this spider line, flip it to support, and pop up towards that point of control. Now, this would be speaking down the line. If we can continue the bullish momentum, potentially, and flip this POC to support, we could potentially get a move up, I would say, even to about almost 22K, which would be our value area high. I did just see BJ walk into the studio, and he's wielding what looks like a lightsaber. This is it, guys. This is it. We are now an unstoppable force because I'm gonna knock over a camera or something. But guys, we got the lightsaber now, and it looks like a big red candle. If I'm being honest here, but shout out to BJ for the lightsaber. Now the CandleMafia is an absolute unstoppable force. So yeah, bulls come for us. We're gonna dump on you. But yeah, I'm gonna break a camera, so I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna have to sheath this amazing weapon and hand it back over to the owner. Shout out to BJ. He's either fixing our streams or he's bringing us pretty cool lightsabers. Shout out to BJ. Show BJ some love in the chat, guys. If you like lightsabers and if you like BJ, go ahead. Go ahead and smash that like button. But getting back to the charts, guys. Like I said, you want to have your trading plan, which would have been here to let the price break this spider line to the downside. Then it's a waiting game to get to that value area low. You're looking for the bullish divs. I mean, even on the lower time frames, but you get it right here on the 4-hour with the confirmed bull div, and we're starting to pop up here. And again, that next level of resistance is going to be that spider line coming in right now at about 19. Let's see, coming in, about 19,562. In that general area, that is where we are looking for a potential scalp short. And again, if things go absolutely insane, and we actually wound up getting an absolutely a crazy bounce out of this, again, if we break that spider line, flip it to support, again, if you guys know about the volume profiles, you'll know that POC is the next level of resistance, the main level of resistance. And then when you flip it to support, that point of control puts the bulls in control while you're above it, find support, and you could move up to that value area high. But let's cross that bridge when we get there. Let's just deal with this spider line right here that we are potentially going to test live on stream. So we'll have to see what happens. Shout out to Thesis himself for the $5 super chat. Thank you so much. Says continuing to DCA weekly, monthly is the only surefire way to buy the bottom. Thesis. Can I pin a super chat? Can we pin this? I'm pinning this if I can. No, I don't want to put him in timeout. Report, no. Hide, no. Thesis. I'm going to see if I can. I can't do it. I can't pin the super chat, but I wish I could because louder for the people in the back, man. And we're going to talk about DCAing, guys. I just shot a video today, a pre-record about we check back in on the CBBI, right? We cover the CBBI and we dig into certain metrics that are involved in calculating that chart. And we kind of dig in and we look at the new pool chart. We look at the 2-year moving average, I think it was. We dive into a lot of these indicators that they use to calculate the CBBI rating and or the confidence score. Anonymous says he loves BJ too. I know what you really said, but I know you love BJ. I know. Who doesn't? BJ's a good guy. Yeah. So that video is going to be coming out, I believe, sometime this week. What's today? Today's Wednesday, probably Friday. It will be out on Friday. So keep a lookout for that, guys. And so we talk about, everyone's asking, we get a lot of questions. Is it a good time to DCA in? Should I buy Bitcoin now? Is it too late? Is it too early? Whatever. I kind of answer those questions because there's a lot of things that point, especially when looking at the charts that are involved in the CBBI. There is a lot of things that are saying, hey, wake up. This is historically a very good time to buy. Last time we were in this situation, you were buying the bottom of the bear market. So we take a look at that. Maybe I'll tease some stuff on the stream tonight. But yeah, Thesis himself, DCA is the way. Obviously, trading is a totally different thing. You want to have a separate trading portfolio and a separate investing portfolio. And you want to have For me, I have about 90% of I don't know what the exact percentage is, but I have most of my money in my long-term investments. I take a small portion of my investment money and I trade it, and I will pull profits out of there and roll them back into my longer-term investments. And I am currently DCAing, and as you guys know, because you're never gonna catch the bottom exactly. Trust me. It's like I said, I talk about it all the time. And if we look here, right, everybody's waiting for lower lows. Let's go to the daily chart. I'm going to turn those spider lines back off. And I just want to talk about this real quick. Everybody's waiting for those lower lows, right? But, this is definitely something that I think is going to happen to a lot of people. If we don't get those lower lows, maybe we get a dump down, right? And people are like, oh my God, the lower lows are coming. And then we get a double bottom, right? And people are going, oh, it's a fake out bounce. It's a fake out bounce. Right? And then it starts coming down. See? Oh, just wait, lower lows. And then boom, you get a higher low and you're like, oh, no, it'll come down. Oh, it's going to come down. Oh, wait, no, higher low. Oh, no. And then it's not until you start getting like up here, right? It's not until you start getting up into these levels where you're like, oh, okay, maybe the bottom was in. Maybe 17.5 was the bottom. And then you're going to start buying here, and you're going to continue to buy on the way up, right? And that is not what you want to do. And I talk about that in this video. So definitely keep an eye out for that video. I think there's a lot of good information in it. And I think you guys can learn something. And looking at those charts, like the new pool, the 2-year moving average, these charts are very, very, very intriguing. And a lot of them are crying buy. So we just take a look at it. But the main levels, guys, for Bitcoin obviously is going to be that spider line. Let's turn them back on. Let's see. Boom. So next spider lines, let me come down to a lower time frame. Next immediate resistance, I mean, we'll probably hit this on stream if we're going to make it up there, is going to be this purple box / spider line. And then, we could potentially get rejected from this, would maybe potentially make for a decent scalp short. But if we do keep this bullish momentum, right? And, with the way that the daily looks, oh my God, these spider lines are so annoying when you zoom out. Boom. Okay. If you zoom out here, right, the daily's not looking like it's finding a bottom right now. It does look like it could potentially have a little bit more room down to go. So I don't know if we're going to get that big bounce up, right? However, if you break it down like this, guys, you have the value area high, you have the value area low, right? Value area high up here, value area low down here, and the POC. If you zoom out, right, obviously, this is generally the range that we've been trading in, right? I guess it starts up here, right? So if you look at this as a macro range, right? Even if you draw it down here, maybe we come up and we get a revisit down to the 786, but this is support. This being the value area low, like this is strong. This is why we were watching this level for a bounce, because we knew it was a strong level. It is the value area low. We knew we might slip below it, but we also knew that it's likely that we would get sucked back into the value area. But I know a lot of people. This is why I always say you don't want to short support, right? I know a lot of people were probably in this situation where you break the value area, right? And then we're shooting down, and then you got people who are FOMOing into trades right down here, right? They see it dump. They're like, oh my God, we're going to zero. FOMO in. But the CandleMafia knows that when you're below that value area, you want to be careful because you could easily get sucked back in. So you're watching that volume come in on the profile, right? And if you don't have a lot of volume coming in, a lot of new volume coming in, it's likely that you'll get sucked back in to where more of the volume is, which is inside of the value area. So, that is, that's why you do not want to FOMO in on breakdowns or breakouts. You want to wait for a retest. Now, granted, if you were getting in on the bearish retest, you would have gotten into a little bit of profit before probably getting stopped out, unless you had a feeling that it was going to turn around. You probably would have still gotten stopped out, but it's better than entering down here. You would have at least gotten a better entry. But you just generally, right, looking at this as a complete range, you don't want to be shorting at the bottom, right? Like if these are the highs, right, and then these are the lows, you don't want to be entering shorts at the low, right? So if you grab if you zoom out, I changed time frames. If you zoom out here and let's see. If you zoom out here, right, and we just draw a general box, right? These are the highs, these are the lows, right? So you don't want to be, shorting down here. This would be a much better long than a short, even though it seems like the world is ending on the dump and you're like, oh my God, we're going to zero. You don't want to FOMO into these shorts at support, right? You're basically at the bottom in this range. So when you look at it from a different perspective as a range, you could see that you're at the lows of the range, right? You don't want to short that. You would rather the better move would be to wait for price to come up here, right? And you would want to short the highs, right? I know it sounds simple, but it's very easy to get it twisted, right? Because you get that fear, not that fear, but you get that excitement of the dump. And you're like, oh, it's going down, let me jump on the train. But when you zoom out and you draw range, or you just get your support and your resistance, even if you're not looking at the macro range, you could just be looking at the volume profile, or the value area rather, which is right in here, right? So you don't want to short at the value area low. You would rather be looking for longs at the value area low and shorts at the highs of the range, or the value area high. So you short the highs of the range, you long the lows of the range, right? I know it sounds simple. I know it sounds easy, but a lot of people can get lost on the 15-minute. When you're looking at the 15-minute and you're over here, and you're seeing price just break down, people get excited and they try to short that. I've seen it a million times. I've done it a million times. Remember, guys, I've learned all the lessons the hard way. I've done it a million times, especially with a yellow X getting you extra excited. But then you just go to the 4-hour, you zoom out, and you look at your volume profile, and you realize that you're shorting support, and you don't want to do that. So just a little bit of sauce for you guys. Just a little bit of extra sauce for you. But before we continue, guys, let's say what is up to the chat. 687 people in here, guys, going for 650 likes. Go ahead and smash that like button if you like puppies, or BJ, right? If you like BJ, go hit that, smash that like button. Let's see, cause FOMO. Yes, Thesis himself. Yes, cause FOMO. It's real. FOMO is real. Let's see. Shout out to Enzo Mining. I appreciate you, brother. We need FOMO. Sorry, only shorts here. Anonymous, I feel you. Guys, if I had to confess my emotion in my trading, my emotion is that I want to be a perma bear. I want price to go down. I don't trade based off of my feelings, but I have them. I still have them. I've exited them out of my trading, but I still have the feelings, right? My emotions are, let's short this thing down to zero, crash it, dump it to nothing, bring it down to Goblin Town. Please dump this thing, right? But I am not just blindly betting on my hopes for it to go down. But I have the emotions too, guys. I just want it to go down because I want it to go down. But yeah, Chris says, show ETH. Yes, we are going to go over ETH in just a second. Chris says, show ETH. Again, we will show ETH in just a second. Shout out to Chris Abala. Let's see. Frankie, hi from the UK. What is going on? The dog sound. Thank you for tuning in all the way from the UK. Just Jim, what is going on? BJ is cool. Yeah, shout out to BJ. Let's see. Dude, I almost shorted at the bottom, but held out to watch the show first. Enzo, here I am telling you not to short the bottom, brother. We saved you. You were falling, but we got you. Frankie Candles has got you, bro. I caught you. But anyway, but yeah, it doesn't mean we can't come down. But, again, we were waiting to come to this level for a bounce, not a short. So I'm glad you I'm glad you caught that. Anonymous says, show ETH. We're going to show ETH in just a second. Anonymous, shout out to Anonymous. Anonymous is the funniest person in chat. Shout out to you, bro. You are the reigning champ, dude. Bottom is in long now. Ignore the Bears. Yeah, Dr. Brugger, shout out to you, brother. Thank you for being here. Yeah, definitely a decent chance that 17.5 was our bottom, guys. Like I said, my emotions want this thing to go to zero, but that does not mean that it's going to happen, and I'm definitely not making trading decisions based off of that. But yeah, you want to remember, there's a lot of things, and again, I'm not going to go over it today because I go over it often, but go check out my Is the Bottom In video, and it will point you it will point out tons of evidence pointing to the fact that we could have potentially found a bottom. I know the Pi Cycle bottom indicator has marked that the bottom is in. Now, another thing you want to realize too, it's not 100% in. Like there's no 100% guarantee the bottom is in. Even if it's very likely, it's not 100% because you have to remember you could have a black swan event happen, right? Stuff like the Pi Cycle bottom indicator. stuff like that is only right until it's wrong, right? It's not just like this is the almighty indicator, right? We've seen things like that go bad. But when they're historically right more often than they're not, or if they're never wrong, you do want to take it into account. But I definitely would agree with you. I forget who said that. I would agree with you. There is a good chance that the bottom is already in at 17.5, even though I want it to go lower. But Crypto Pollo, or Bitcoin Chicken, or Crypto Chicken, as we like to call him. Shout out to you, brother. Let's see. Frankie Candles, by decent chance, you mean you feel like 35% the bottom is in? If I had to put a percentage on it, I don't. Percentage-wise, I would say based off of the evidence that I found in the Is the Bottom In video that hopefully we can link in chat. If one of the mods can find that, I would greatly appreciate it. But if, with that evidence, you guys, let me know in the comments if you go watch that video. Let me know what the percentage chance is. But looking at all that evidence, I would say this. The evidence for the bottom being in there was a lot more evidence of the bottom being in that video than there was of the bottom not being in because I did a video about what if the bottom is not in? What are the chances of that? What evidence do we have that supports the bottom not being in? And that video had a lot less evidence. The one talking about the bottom already being in had a plethora of confluence and evidence. So I would probably have to lean towards the bottom is in. But I really, really hesitate on that because I don't really... I could lean towards it, but at the end of the day, it really doesn't matter because at the end of the day, if we break this 786, I'm flipping anyway. I'm a trader. I'm not here to try to call the bottom. I honestly have no interest in calling the bottom, right? My original bottom call for this bear market was bottom out at the mid to low 20s with a possible panic wick to 18K. If that happens, you could bet I'm going to bring it up. I'm going to play the clip of me saying it, but I really don't care. I have no interest in calling the bottom. Some people are obsessed with I called the top. I called the bottom. I am not even interested in playing that game, to be honest. I will tell you, if I think the bottom is in or if I think the bottom is not in, but I have no, even if I did call the bottom and it winds up, 17.5 was the bottom, it would mean that I almost nailed it. It would mean I missed the bottom by $500, which is almost nothing. I really wouldn't care that much. I'm not in this to be the best TA guy. I'm not here to be the best trader. I'm not here to be the best bottom call. I'm the guy that called the bottom. I don't care. It doesn't really do anything for me. But anyway, let's see. Yeah, Ron Holler says BTC. Yeah, that's the other thing too, guys. I mean, you zoom out. We've essentially been going sideways. But let's go ahead and get back to the charts, guys. 758 people in here. If you're new, welcome to the Frankie Candles YouTube channel where I show you, how to make some of this trading crypto, whether the price is going up or down. I don't know why this looks so white on camera. The light is reflecting off this money. But I promise you it's green. Oh, blue, I guess. They're new bills. But let's go ahead and jump back into ETH. Let's go ahead and see here. Let's see. So does calling the bottom equal a booty call? I would say so. Yeah, in a few years, no one is going to care if you called the bottom. It's like good for you. Yeah, that's how I feel. I called the top. Good for you. As long as you don't get wrecked, right? I mean, it's cool, right? I think who called the top? I want to say, I don't know this for a fact, but I want to say Blockchain Backer was calling for a 70K Bitcoin. He almost nailed that. He would have been off almost as much as we would if we've already bottomed. But yeah, hey, Bufo, I'm a beat. What's going on, brother? Thank you for being here. Okay, let's get back to the charts, guys. Let's go ahead and talk about our good old friend Ethereum here. Now, you guys will know we do have this POC/local golden pocket that we were stuck behind. We were stuck underneath for quite a bit. And then we popped over and then we crashed back down. And now we are coming back up to test it, right? And we saw the same exact thing happen for Ethereum. And that is the visit of Maximus says, show ETH. We will in just a second. Shout out to Maximus. I appreciate you. Mr. Ethereum says ETH. We're going to show ETH in just a second. Shout out to Mr. Ethereum. You guys are funny. FOMO Sapien said show ETH. We're going to show it in just a second. Thank you. Shout out to FOMO Sapien. Why did everybody, Matt Richardson show ETH? Why is everybody saying show ETH? You guys are funny. Okay, play song ups and downs. Okay, so we are currently stuck underneath this local golden pocket / POC, but we saw the exact same thing happen. We saw the exact same thing happen here with Ethereum. I'm going to actually go ahead and get rid of this volume profile real quick. I'm going to get rid of this real quick just to clean things up. But we did see Ethereum come down. Let me grab my brush tool. We came down, broke the POC, in which case we were expecting to visit the value area low. And what happened? We came right to the value area low, stuck it, double bottomed, and here we are back fighting to get above this point of control / local golden pocket at about 1622. Chat going nuts over here. Show BTC, show X, show ETH, show. You guys are funny. Chainlink, please. Yeah, EMS. What is going on, EMS? Welcome back, bro. We'll take a look at Chainlink. Oh, is this gonna be like a new channel thing where everyone just says show ETH randomly? Funny stuff. You guys are hilarious. But saw Ethereum continue to. We saw Ethereum do almost the same exact thing as Bitcoin. Came down to visit that value area low that we've been keeping our eye on for some time. Found that support, and now we're getting that bounce. And currently, let's zoom in a little bit. Currently, looking to flip that point of control to support. Let me get rid of all this stuff. Looking to flip that point of control to support. And if we can do that, guys, you can see here, you flip it to support, generally you will come back up. We obviously lost it here. But if we can flip this to support, maybe we come down and test it one more time. If we flip it to support, I will expect to potentially come up and visit that value area high, just plain old volume profile stuff and that is at about 1741. I don't know if we're going to see that happen, but if we flip this to support, the next level we would be expecting is that value area high coming in at 1741. Now let's just go ahead and do our typical analysis on Ethereum. Let me just go ahead and get my stuff back that I deleted. Boom, bring back ETH. And yeah. Let's see. Okay, so all right, on the, let's start 6-day blood diamond. Let's see, that is confirmed, right? So that is more on the bearish side. Obviously, this one brought us down quite a bit. So, you want to remember, you got that 6-day blood diamond. That's almost like a weekly blood diamond, right? Pretty close. But the daily the VWAP is coming down pretty harshly towards that zero line. Look at it print that red dot on the daily. Could potentially bring us back down a bit. Your 16-hour no yellow X like we did see on Bitcoin, and 12-hour no yellow X like we have on Bitcoin either. So Ethereum generally looking better than Bitcoin. It has been like that for a while. And, we just continue to see Ethereum lead the market. We continue to see Ethereum get big moves while Bitcoin just kind of, just flopping over, boring, goes sideways, ETH rips, Bitcoin just goes up a little bit. It's just got no gusto. Bitcoin just got no gusto. It's like the old man, and then ETH is like the young, spry youngin. But yeah, so but daily red dot, that is what I would look for to see a big move down. You do have your 8-hour VWAP coming up towards that zero line. 6-hour green dot printing right now as we get that candle to test this local golden pocket. Your 4-hour crossover. Let me just see. Did our money flow? Did our money flow come in with that 4-hour green dot? It did not. But I want to show you guys something on Bitcoin in just a second. But first, let's continue here. 4-hour green dot is printing on Ethereum as we speak. Your money flow is deep in the green already. But I mean, that 4-hour green dot is not even confirmed yet. If we confirm that green dot, you could potentially get that big move up to that value area high. So, the fact that this isn't even confirmed yet, and you do have the money flow curving up, I do think if we flip this to support, that 1741 would be likely to see your 2-hour. And then you could see as we zoom into the timeframes, we are actually above that point of control. So yeah, ETH looking, ETH looking pretty good. You see the money flow came right back up on that 1 hour. And did we have? Yeah, we didn't have the bull div. Did we? Oh, we did. We did have the bull div on the 4 hour for Ethereum. You can see it right there. You have your lower highs or you have your higher lows and your lower lows right here. And then boom, divergences, guys. If you're using volume profiles along with show USDC, shout out to you, Max. But yeah, if you guys are using volume profiles along with divergences, it's super, super, super powerful because you have your key levels. The volume profile gives you those key levels, that value area low being key support, and then you get that divergence. If you have that confluence, typically it's very, very strong. So Ethereum looking pretty good. Other than that daily red dot, I would say your 6-hour green dot printing and your 4-hour green dot printing could potentially push us up a little bit higher, looking up towards that value area high at about 1741. I do want to bring up the SPY, also getting a bounce on a key level that we've been talking about for quite some time on the channel. You guys will know that we are looking at that 390 level. I think we were like up here. I forget where. We've had this level on the chart forever. But you see, it was a strong level. We got rejected twice here. It's been support in the past. It was support right here. So we were expecting that if we were to come down, we could. I think it was based off of volume gaps potentially is why we thought we would get there. I think maybe it was when we lost this level. Looking at, actually not too much of a gap there. I don't remember exactly what we were looking at, but we knew that if we came down to this level, it was likely that we would get support because we knew it was a strong level. Yeah, right now getting that bounce, but we are bouncing right into resistance at about 398. So we're going to have to see how this plays out, but we are coming up to resistance here. So we got the bounce. Now it could be time to cool off. Your daily money flow is coming back up with a potential green dot to print very, very soon. So that is another thing to keep an eye on. This actually does not look that bad. But yeah, so I would keep an eye on this. We'll see what this does tomorrow. Hopefully we can get that green dot and get that money flow to keep coming up and get a bigger bounce to break this resistance at about 398. That's the next level you're looking at. And let's go ahead and check in on our good friend, the DXY, guys. Let's go ahead and check that DXY. As you can see, obviously, you know, we were watching this forever, hoping that we would not hop back into this channel, find support, and move our way up. But not only did we come back into the channel, which was bearish, we found support here and then finally broke out of this resistance. So I'm going to come down to a lower time frame here and see what we have going on. We are coming down and testing this level here. Hopefully, we do not turn this into support. You do see we are in a... yeah, I mean, generally, we'll see if this holds. But yeah, if we can hold this level as support and get a bounce to the upside, we are printing a little trigger wave here on the 2-hour, but your money flow is coming out. Your 4-hour money flow starting to round off here. Are these bearish divergences? These are. You do have bearish divergences here on the 4-hour. Right? You have the bearish divergence right here, your higher highs, your lower highs. Boom, you come down. Bitcoin takes a little ripski to the upside. Can't hate on that. But let's see, 8-hour, yeah, money flow all the way up on the 8-hour. You could be ready to cool off. I mean, you are putting, could confirm a pretty decent bearish divergence here. Boom, like that. And then like this, bada boom, you got your lower highs and your higher highs. Boom, bearish divergence. And it will, this red dot does confirm in about 24 minutes. So you are starting to show signs of weakness on the DXY. You know, even here, even from here to there, right? You could even pull this high, higher high. I don't know. That's a little iffy. But yeah, starting to show some signs of weakness on the DXY. Our bearish case would be we do not want to hold this as support. We do have some confluence there, though. So if we hold this level, we could potentially bounce higher, which would be very bearish for Bitcoin. And would make sense just because of that yellow X on the weekly, the blood diamonds all over the place. So it could be likely, but you are starting to show signs of weakness. And your 4-hour money flow is generally coming out. And your daily money flow is technically starting to come out here. So hopefully we see this thing continue to bleed and Bitcoin can get a decent bounce to the upside. Yeah, let's go ahead. And if you guys want to see your altcoins, go ahead and throw them in chat. Mods, if we can make a list, let's see. Let the man do his thing. We'll see that later. Oh, God. What? I don't even know what you guys are saying. Let's see. Advice for ETH shorters. For somebody in an ETH short right now, or just like people who short ETH regularly. I'm not sure exactly what that question means. But I guess if you, I mean, I assume maybe you're asking if you're in an ETH short right now, what to do. I would look to find if you come down, if we start to cool off here on Ethereum and you come back down to this point of control and start to find support, just know that there is a possibility that you could turn this to support and get a launch up to about 1741. But my general advice would be risk management. And then let's see. Can we look at Gala? Yep. Okay, these are all good. These are good. Theta, got you. Jacob said, why do you want crypto to go to zero? Jacob, I'm just joking. I don't want it to go to zero, but I do want it to go lower just so I can buy more. That's all. I mean, I've been buying. I'm just greedy. I just want to buy more. That's all. That's the only reason I wanted to dump. I'm a long-term believer in crypto. I don't think it's going to zero. I think it is the future. I just don't think the fundamentals on crypto are just too strong to go away. So I'm definitely bullish on Bitcoin and crypto in general. I don't want you guys to think that I'm like a crypto bear at all. I'm not. But yeah. So yeah, throw your altcoins in the chat so we can go ahead and do some analysis on them, and I can let you guys know what I think and give you some good levels to watch for some future potential trades. Thesis himself with the $2 super chat. I do appreciate it, brother. Advice for ETH shorters? Don't. Shout out to Thesis. I appreciate you, bro. I appreciate you. Let's see. Could XRP separate itself from the traditional markets in your opinion? Listen, if there are certain things that can happen, I mean, listen, if the traditional financial system starts to use XRP, there's really no saying what can happen. Cone, John Schaefer wants to see some cone. Let's go. But yeah, I mean, listen, XRP is one of my bigger holdings. Don't get me wrong. If XRP loses the lawsuit and it goes to zero, I'm going to be fine. But I do have a big bag of XRP. So I definitely believe in XRP. I think there's a good chance that it could wind up having some serious, it could have a serious place in the future of finance. Hey, Ant Arts NFTs. Hey, Frankie, what's up? Give us that sauce. Still no one bought the Frankie Candles NFT. Come on, CandleMafia. Let's go. I'll try to tease it a little bit on the stream here, Ant Arts NFTs. I will definitely try to help you out here. Let's see. How do you know value levels? Chris, you could check out my volume profile videos on the channel. And yeah, hopefully someone can link that and you could check it out. Let's see. People want lower prices, but forget to realize that lower lows will just limit the upside for the next all-time high. I see what you're saying there. Who said that? Oh said that. Oh said it. Let's see. Lumps and knobs. It's got the juice. Shout out to the Cone Kid. Let's see. I've been in a short since 20,520 and took 50%. Took 50% profit at 1825. Would you exit full position and look for a new entry or just add to the remaining at a good entry? I would say I would take 50% out. It depends. Are you happy with the profit you get? This is the hard thing, right? Are you happy with the profit you have? If it's a good amount of money and you're happy with that profit, then go ahead and close the whole position. Take it and then wait for another entry, right? But what I typically do, I'll take 50 out. I'll take 50% out. You know, maybe sometimes a different percentage, but take some profit and then just move your stop loss to your entry. It's a winning trade no matter what. It's a risk-free trade, right? You're 100% going to win that trade. You locked in the profits. Your stop loss is at break even. So you know if you want to risk it, take the profit out. Move your stop loss to your entry. If you get stopped out, it's a winning trade. And if it keeps going, you don't miss out on any gains, right? So that's what I would suggest to you, Jared. Shout out to you. Congratulations. Nice little short there. I like that. From 20,500 to 18,825. Not too bad. It's almost like you could have been watching that value area low at 18,825. Look at that. But if you were shorting all the way, what did you say? You said from 20,500 to the value to this value area low, essentially. I mean, dude, you nailed it. You nailed that short, right? 20,000. I know 20,000. You went from the POC all the way down to the value area low. I mean, that's a pretty good short, man. That's a pretty good short. But if you want to see if you could juice it for more, if you want to get a little bit greedy, you could just go ahead and take the profit, move your stop loss to your entry, and then you're good. Shout out 745 people still in here. I appreciate every single one of you guys. Go ahead and smash that like button if you like Cone. You know what I'm saying? Because it's Cone. It's got the juice. It's good stuff, guys. Good stuff. Smash that like button, and we will spin that wheel. If we get 650 likes on today's stream, I will spin that wheel for you guys 15 times. We'll spin it 15 times for you. We got like a ton of giveaways yesterday, but I'll give it to you guys again. Let's see. Only thanks to you. Yeah, shout out to you, man. Let's go. You're watching those levels, guys. Shout out to Jared Palmer. He's out there taking this information and making real good use of it. Absolutely love it, man. I do it for you guys. I do it for you, man. It's people like you. This is why I do this. Let's see. Optimism. We can take a look at optimism. All right, we'll start with that. Let's take a look at OP. Let's take a look at OP, and then we'll start running through. Thank you, Rob, for that list. I know we got to look at PYR because Lane is in the chat tonight. All right, let's go ahead and take a look here. Let's go to the daily chart. Bada boom. Let's see. Okay. We should probably clear up some of these levels. However, let's come to the 4 hour. Bada boom. All right, so we are holding this level at about $1.10. So that is a good sign. Let's go back to the daily, see what's happening. Okay. Printing a daily red dot, right? So that is more on the bearish side. And see, the problem here is you have the VWAP crossing over. You're printing the red dot. You also have your money flow coming out. So that is like double bearish. Let's keep moving on here. 16-hour, telling a different story than the daily. You do have a 12-hour confirmed blood diamond. This would be more bearish. Potential nice trigger wave and money flow looking good. Guys, OP is showing mixed signals here. Mixed signals for sure. 5-hour money flow crossover into the green here. Wow, super mixed signals here. Super mixed money flow coming back out on the 4-hour. I don't know. OP is being sketchy right now. OP is being sketchy. I'm not going to lie. Super mixed signals here. But it's pretty typical. Like I said, I say this all the time, guys. When you have the mixed signals, money flow in the red, the green, the red, the green, the red, the green, right? Typically indicative of sideways movement, right? So this is, could be, you might just continue to range, where you've kind of been this whole time. But however, I would maybe lean a little bit bearish because it's so hard to say with this thing, man. This thing is weird. Your 5-hour. Your momentum waves and your money flow with the VWAP crossing over at the same time as the money flow. This is typically bullish, right? I would say this time frame looks very bullish, but then you go over to the daily and you're like, oh my God, money flow is coming out and you're printing a red dot. That's very bearish. Your 12-hour has a confirmed blood diamond. That's very bearish. I would have to say I'm leaning slightly bearish, but that's a risky call on this because there's a lot of mixed signals. So I would say sideways / bearish sentiment on OP. So if you break down, I would watch these levels at about 92 cents, between 92 and 88 cents for some support. And if we do continue to the upside, your next major level of resistance, I would say, not a lot of information on this chart. I would say this purple box, which is between about $1.25 and $1.37. So there's some levels on OP. I would say I'm leaning a little bit bearish, sideways / bearish. Okay. Let's see. What video can I watch for the indicators you use? Shout out to Elias Brantley. Shout out to you. You could chat. Hopefully someone can link it. One of the mods, hopefully you guys can link it. If you can't, go to the channel and check out. I have videos. You'll see the thumbnails it's pretty apparent which ones are which. And you can see, I teach you guys how to use all the indicators that I use every day. Typically it is Market Cipher A, Market Cipher B, and Lux Algo here. And we do have discount codes for anybody who wants to sign up. Our Lux Algo discount code gives you 20% off. They have a monthly subscription, a yearly subscription, an annual subscription, a quarterly subscription. They have all different payment options and a 30-day money-back guarantee. Market Cipher also, we do have a discount code for you guys if you guys are interested in that. These are the main indicators I use every single day. I would recommend them. I don't just recommend them to recommend them. I recommend them because I use them every day, and there are two of the best indicators I've ever used. I'd be lost without them. So definitely you could check out those links in the description for everything if you guys want to check it out and save some money. If you don't want to use the links, that's cool too. But let's go ahead and move on to our yeah, I know. Okay. Dallas Direct says stop talking about divergences on the DXY. You know, people say that all the time. That's like I know what you're saying. But they play out. They do play out sometimes. Sometimes they don't. You're right. And yeah, I've seen people. I forget who it was. I think I was watching the morning stream one time, and there was a guest on, and they were pointing out the weekly bearish divergence on the DXY. And someone super chatted, you can have a bearish divergence on the DXY. And I forget what the guest said. But they do play out sometimes. So I do look at them. But I have heard that before. But shout out to Dallas Direct. Nigel Smith says, can you check out Metis? Yeah, we could try to check that out in just a second. Rob the Crypto Snob linking all those videos down below for you guys to check out. Let's see. Let me get back to our list here. PYR. Let's check out PYR for our friend Lane Hughes. Here we go. KuCoin. Looking at Lux Algo here on the 12-hour, we have confirmed a strong sell signal on Vulcan Forge. So that would be more on the bear side. However, you do have your VWAP curving up on Market Cipher B. So a little bit of conflicting information there between those two indicators. However, you know, these sell signals do wind up playing out. Now, again, you don't want to use these sell signals to trade off of, guys. These are not trade signals. These are confirmation signals. There's no indicator in the world that will just tell you to buy and sell. Everyone would be a millionaire. It doesn't exist. Trust me. If you want to try to use a buy and sell indicator and you want to experiment yourself, go ahead. You'll quickly learn that they don't work. But that's not what these are for. Typically on this, what I'll do is I'll change this to confirmation minimal. And it changes them to big and small triangles, and that is much more indicative of how you should use them, in my opinion. It's more like, you know, that strong sell signal would be more like a blood diamond rather than a sell signal. I just hate calling them buy and sell signals. That's not how you should trade them. It's just not how they work. But let's see. Yeah, I know. Yeah, the divergence thing on the DXY guy. So Dallas is right. You technically, indexes technically can have a bearish divergence, but I go back test it. They do play out. Maybe it's not like a technical bearish divergence, but in a technical, you are technically correct. But they do play out. DXY is a chart with divergences. Simple. Yeah, they play out. I've heard that said before, and I just don't. They play out sometimes. So, but I will say when I do see the divergences on the DXY, I do think about that, right? You want to realize that they could potentially not play out. But hey, Jordan Miller, what's going on, man? Thank you for being here. How is sand looking? Let's go ahead and check it. Bada boom. Oh, wait, hang on. Let's look at Vulcan Forge. We can't just, oh, yeah, Lux Algo saying sell. That's it. No, I'm just kidding. Let me just clean up here. Let me just turn Lux Algo off and Market Cipher A. We'll just keep them on. Okay. So, daily 12-hour VWAP starting to come up. Your daily money flow is coming out. This is more bearish. Confirmed blood diamond on the daily too. That is also much more on the bearish side. Your 8-hour green dot is printing, not confirmed, is printing. God, mixed signals today. But you're essentially just stuck in this range. Jess Jim, Frankie, where to send you pics going rock hounding? Where can you send? Jess Jim wants to send me pics, I assume. Shoot them to me on Discord. Discord's probably the best spot. Let's see. Let's see. Ha! Change your mind fast then, Frank. Okay. So yeah, your green dot printing on that 8-hour. Let's check these lower time frames. Money flow in the green, money flow in the green, 30-minute, money flow in the green. Let's see, your 4 hour. 4 hour. Yeah, you might cool off here. Your 4 hours pretty. You are getting your green candle, which is good, but you're coming up to resistance, and that VWAP is probably going to lock out and start falling over. Feet picks. Let's see. Money flow can come up, and RSI runs out with any trading. Yeah. Adam. Yeah, we could check Adam. All right. Yeah, some of these alts are pretty mixed here. I would say your 4 hour in general, right? You got your double green dot here. You have room to come up on the 4 hour, but you just want to remember you have that resistance at about 381. But yeah, I would say, your levels remain the same here, right? You're essentially going to from here. Yeah, I mean, you have your lows here, your highs here. You're essentially in this range. I would say, your levels remain the same. Immediate resistance going to be about 381, and then your immediate support is going to be about $3.42. Lane, I'm sorry, that was a little bit lame, but this thing is just a mess right now. It's kind of hard to pick a side here, but I would say you could potentially just wind up staying in this range. And just kind of bing bong around. Nothing really too crazy popping up on the charts. Let's go ahead and check Adam. Saw that one. We love Adam over here. Let's see. That's 3x short. We don't want that. Boom. Do we? I think I have it saved. Let's see. Adam, there he is. We have not looked at Adam in quite some time. But let's go. What the heck is this? All right, let's see. On the daily, your daily you do have a confirmed red dot. Let me get rid of this. Let's go ahead. We haven't looked at this in a while. I'm just going to remove everything and kind of just start off fresh. Look at this. Okay. So first off, let's just look at structure and market cipher. Money flow is starting to come out on the daily. Your 16-hour money flow is coming out, but you are most likely going to print a green dot here pretty soon. Your 12-hour VWAP coming up as well. 8-hour printing that green dot. You got the massive green candle. Checking these lower time frames, money flow crossover. Yeah, look at that. That money flow crossover was the signal right there. Boom. Coming up. Yeah, this actually looks good. Your 30-minute money flow crossover, you could have some more room to run. You are coming up to some resistance, turning on that VPVR. You can see here, you do have your value area high, your POC, and your value area low. Okay. Boom. There we go. I'm going to get rid of this. So, yeah, likely that you're going to find some resistance here at your value area high. Checking these lower time frames, no bearish divergences, but there you go. You are starting to get that rejection. Still no bear divs on these lower time frames. Let's go down to the 1 minute, see if we got anything. There's your bear div, right? Boom, boom. Higher highs, lower highs, money flow coming out, looking to cross over into the red here, at least on the 1 minute. So take it with a grain of salt. But yeah, likely you're gonna find some resistance here. But yeah, if you get rejected, obviously your next level of support or next level of major support is going to be that POC at about $12 even. And let me just turn this VPVR back on here. Could potentially, yeah, you have another POC right here. Nice little high volume node. Probably going to find some support there as well. Let me go ahead and hide that. So yeah, could potentially, let's pull a local fib here as well. Let's pull it right there. Bada boom. So your local golden pocket's right below there. Not too much confluence there. Yeah, some people draw their fibs to the... I draw all my fibs to the wicks, guys, not the bodies. Some people draw them to the bodies. I draw them to the wicks. But, yeah, not too much confluence there. But, yeah, main levels I would watch on Adam is going to be this value area high. If you break this value area high, yeah, let's turn on this VPVR. I smell a volume gap, guys. I smell a volume gap. And, yeah, you could see it here, right? If we break through this level at about 13.12, you can see, look, you got all this volume. You got all this volume down here, and then a big goose egg right here. So if we break out of this level, which is your zoom in a little bit, which we are playing with right now, that value area high. If we break that value area high, we could potentially enter in to this low volume gap. Let me just get rid of this. We could enter into this low volume gap and potentially get a big move up to probably your next major stop is going to be about 1730. Could be a pretty quick move up there. You could see you have a little spike in volume here, and you could see price got caught up a little bit right there. And then you would be essentially getting through that little low volume gap here. And then if you break that, you have another little low volume gap here, in which case you could ride up to about $24 $23.90, $24. So there are some levels above you that you can watch as well. Let me get rid of those drawings. So you could watch this level here at, roughly, let me grab this. Roughly about, 1750. And then if you make it above there, your next major stop is probably going to be somewhere in this region at about $24. And that is for Adam. But again, in the shorter term, you are approaching that value area high. So you got to get past this value area high before you can start looking any higher. Okay, let's see. What's up, crypto lovers? Ride or Die 76. What's going on? Connor Anderson, thank you for being here. The cameras on the bottom left looks perfect, Frankie. Shout out to you. Connor Anderson, I actually did it for you, or by popular demand. I don't think the CandleMafia has ever demanded or requested anything as much as they've requested my box to be in the lower left-hand side. Okay, let's see. Let's see. Mr. Digital D says some XDC TA magic, please. Mr. Digital D, I can definitely do that for you. XDC, let's get it. Let's see. As always, thanks, Mike. Mike Hooker, absolutely. No problem, brother. No problem. Can we check out Cardano? Yes, absolutely. On My Hero says, requested your box. Interesting. NBF Forum, what's going on? Guys, I have a .eth address, but what do I do with it? You show it to all your friends, Captain. Pretty cool. All right. Predictions on Cardano by the end of the month with upgrade. Interesting. We could talk about that in a second when we take a look at Cardano, but let's take a look at XDC with Mr. Digital, for Mr. Digital, and then let's get back to our list of coins to look at. Thanks for the shout out. I feel super special. It's also, I think, my first time here. Yes, I'm shouting. Let's go, Ride or Die 76. I'm shouting too. Welcome to the Frankie Candles live stream. Let's jump into some XDC TA. Okay, let's see. Sorry, guys, I got a little carried away there. He was shouting, so I felt like I had to match him. We got to shout. Let's all shout. We're Italian. We talk loud. What do you want? If I'm not yelling at you, I don't like you. God, gotta hear. And if you guys want to know how to spell that, it's K-A-T, out of here. Cat out of here. Dude, it's about bust and subscribing. Thanks. Yeah, I see. Yeah, thank you for saving me from that, Rob. But shout out to Ride or Die 76. Go ahead and hit that sub button, bro. And I'll throw a little bit of money for you. You come in hot like that and join the Candle Mafia, I'm gonna throw some money for you, bro. I'm gonna throw some money. Let's go. Okay, gonna have to clean that up, guys. $100 is a lot of money to me. Anyway, let's see. Okay. 4 hour. Oh, baby, look at this thing. Okay. Let's start on the daily. Money flow on the daily is coming out generally bearish. It's starting off bearish. 16-hour VWAP starting to curve up. Could potentially, potential bull div here on the 16-hour. Bada boom, right there. Right? Bada boom. Bada boom. Yep, that would be more bullish in the shorter term, but your daily money flow coming out is generally bearish, and your VWAP is looking to print that red dot. So if you get that money flow crossover at the same time as that VWAP, it could wind up turning very, very bearish. Now, if you're not always shouting, I'm gonna assume you don't like us, but we love you anyway. Shout out to Crash. Shout out to you, man. From the crypto stop, show XDC, please. Okay. Okay, let's see. The boom room. You guys are crazy. Okay. So there you go. Yeah, money flow and VWAP coming down on the daily, generally bearish. Your 12-hour, you are also looking to put in a bull div on your 12-hour as well. So definitely keep an eye out for that. You're also, you are in somewhat of a falling wedge here, right? These typically will break to the upside, so you want to remember that. Typically, these will, you'll fall, you'll bing, you'll bong, you'll bing, you'll bong, you'll bing, bong, bing, bong, break up, typically with these falling wedges. So not all the time, but typically they do break to the upside. So between the bullish div and the falling wedge, that would be bullish. But again, that daily looks gross on Market Cipher B. Take a look at Market Cipher A. Nothing on Market Cipher A. Checking Lux Algo. Nothing on Lux Algo, but you are getting your short take profit signals. These red X's on on Lux Algo are take profits, right? So you got the short signal up here, right? And then this is telling you take profit, and this is telling you take more profit. And there's only 3 take profits on on any given buy or sell signal on Lux Algo. So you're getting a second one. Maybe you get a third one. Maybe you don't. But the fact that already 2 have showed up is making me think that maybe the trend is weakening, and this thing could break to the upside. So that falling wedge will typically break to the upside. You do want to remember that. Taking a look, a 12-hour and 16-hour potential bull divs, your 8-hour looking to print that green dot as well with bullish divergences as well. So you do have bull divs kind of forming on some pretty important time frames here. Yeah, I mean, yeah, this is looking bull divvy. I will say it is looking bull divvy. That daily is the only conflicting thing. This daily is, I mean, in all honesty, this as far as Market Cipher B goes, this daily is kind of ugly as far as money flow, and as far as money flow goes, this is pretty ugly looking. But everything else is showing bull divs and falling wedges, which would be more bullish. And I would say that there's a lot more time frames that look good, and then that daily is really the only one that is looking bad. But let's keep going on here. Your 5-hour, nothing really here. You are printing your green dot on the 5-hour. Your 4-hour has a confirmed green dot. Your money flow on the lower time frames is about to curve over to the green. So that would be bullish as well. Granted, yeah, that green dot is confirmed. However, let's see. Yeah, 5 hours printing. Yeah, I would look for that 15-minute money flow / 30-minute money flow for potential long. Maybe that I watch that 15-minute money flow for a potential scalp long opportunity. But let's go ahead and find some levels here. Let me just turn off Market Cipher and Lux Algo. And let's see if we can find some levels on XDC. Pull up that VPVR. And let's just go ahead. I want to pull let's go to the daily, right? Go to the daily, and let's go ahead. I'm going to pull this local fib here. Let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to click here. I'm going to go here. I'm going to click classic. I'm going to click OK. Oh, God, the settings are all messed up. Dang it. Golden pocket only. And then I'll turn on the 786.5, the 236, 382. Okay. So, and then let's find some daily VPVR levels, or VRVP levels, if you must. Let's get a little closer there. Boom. Boom. Okay. Not really a clear. Let's come in a bit. 4-hour. And there we go. Okay. So, trying to find a better range to get this VPVR going. Okay, so let's see. All right, I like this. Boom. Get that point of control. This value area high, and then let's go ahead and hide this. Boom. VPVR. Boom. Okay. So potentially, yeah, some levels that you can watch above you is going to be this 236 fib level right here. I'll put a horizontal line so I can clean the chart up in just a second. But yeah, immediate, if you do get a breakout of this, falling wedge to the upside and you bullishly retest, you could potentially come up and test this fib level coming in at about 0.028 cents. And, if you get above that, I would watch this point of control coming in at about 0.029 cents. And then you do have a little bit of confluence with this fib level, with this 382 level here. So we can draw that as a box. And then And then you obviously have your value area high. Obviously, I don't know if you're going to get up there before we get on the stream tomorrow. We'll probably have time to look for that. But here's some levels, guys. And here's just kind of the gist of what's going on, right? You're in a falling wedge. Typically, you typically break up out of these more often than you break down. You are also getting pretty close. You're not there yet, but you are getting pretty. You are getting pretty close to your value area low, this level right here. So that is another thing. Potentially, if you do break down out of this wedge, you could look for some support on the value area low, just like that, just like what happened on Bitcoin. And hopefully you could have some bullish divergences to give you that confirmation as well. But if you just break up out of this falling wedge, that next level is going to be 0.028 cents. And if you break above that, watch this little range here, as I just showed you guys where we got both of these levels between 0.029 cents and 0.03 cents, or just also known as 3 cents. So there you go. There's some TA magic on XDC. Shout out to whoever asked that. I forgot who said it. Lunacy Dump. Yeah. Well, we can check that out. Let's see. Trader Dank, you're too sick. I got you, bro. I got you. Let's see. Ride or Die says all the negative narrative in the media, they trying to convince us to sell that it will go lower, knowing this is about to go up. Potentially, they do like to trick you. Let's see. Jayden Patel says, show Solana. We could show Solana in just a second. Chainlink. Just bought my first BTC. Let's go. Ahmad, let's go, brother. What up, Frankie? Can we look at Algorand? Yes. Let's go ahead and let's take a look at some of this stuff. Okay. I have the FrankieCandles.crypto NFT. Let's go. Do you really? Let's go. Is that the Ant Arts NFT? Let's go. Shout out to you if you actually did get that. Frankie, what's up? Lost Profit. Welcome back, man. What is going on? Of course it was me, Frankie. XDC, Mr. Digital D. Right? Mr. Digital D? Is that what it is? Yeah, Mr. Digital D. Let's go. It's me, Mr. Digital D, looking at XDC. Let's get it. Victoria, what is going on? Welcome to the stream. Okay. Let's go ahead and let's move on here, right? Let's go ahead. I'm not going to take a look at Solana just yet because I want to look at Chainlink. I know a lot of people were asking for Chainlink. Let's go ahead and take a look at it right here. My G, what's going on? Emid sad. What is going on? Hopefully I said that right. Ada first. I already have link open, but we will check Ada right after that because there was another one that was getting requested very, very often. So Chainlink, we actually don't have anything on here, but we do have a pretty clear range here, as you can see right here. You can see we have this clear range, which can give us some levels to work with, right? Boom. You have the value area low, POC, and your value area high, and then we can go ahead and get rid of this fixed range volume profile. And you can this gives us kind of a basis to work with, right? So this was on the 4 hour, but let's just do some quick analysis before we look at these levels. You are printing that red dot on the daily time frame with your money flow coming down. So that would be more generally bearish, right? Your 12 hour, let me just see if we're getting any bearish signals. Let's look at that. So yeah, your 12 hour, nothing. You do have a strong sell signal on Lux Algo. Your 8 hour is coming. Your money flow is coming up on the 8 hour, as well as potentially printing a green dot on the 8 hour. Your 6 hour is, that is a trigger wave if I've ever seen one, but you are getting your money flow coming down into the red, which is more bearish. Might be sideways on this thing too. 4 hour. Yeah, your 4 hour is, money flow is coming back up. You do have that green dot. Your 2 hour money flow coming back up, VWAP curving down. Let's look at the lower time frames. Money flow coming out on the 15-minute. Your 12-minute money flow is starting to come out. 24 minutes starting to come out. Yeah, kind of mixed signals here, guys. You might continue to range here. For Chainlink. Looking at some of those levels, let me just clean up the chart a bit here. Next major level of resistance is going to be that value area high at about $7.43. And let's see if we can get any confluence with some fib levels here. Boom, not so much. You do have some confluence with there with your 382 and your value area high. So but nothing really too interesting there. So your next major level of resistance is going to be about $7.43 for a potential rejection if you can make it up there. And then if you come down, obviously your POC is coming in at about $6.36. And at almost $6 even, you do have your value area low. So if you lose your POC, that is where I would be looking for some support and a potential scalp long up to that POC again. But as far as market cipher goes and Lux Algo, kind of getting some mixed signals here. Yeah, I mean, your money flow is coming out on the 2 hour. It's coming out on the 3 hour. It's coming back up on the 4 hour. Your 30 minutes coming up. Your 15 minutes coming down with the money flow. So, you do have bearish divergences here on your 15 minute, but it's just continuing to go up. So I would go ahead and say coming down to, let me see if I could let's pull up the 1 hour. Yeah, I think you could potentially just, kind of bing bong around. You might just kind of bang around in this little channel here. So sorry, that was a little lackluster as well, guys. Some mixed signals on a lot of this stuff, but these are the major levels to watch, right? As long as you're watching these major levels, you will, most likely if you come up to that value area high, you're going to get a reaction. Even if it's just, a scalp for a higher low before continuing upward. So there's some chain link there. Let's go ahead. All the ETH merge is going to do is make the tree huggers happy since it will be more energy efficient. That's it. Ron Hoffer, shout out to you, man. Let's see. Hey, Frankie, what's going on? Of course, it was me. Okay, these are old. Stay tuned for our special 25K YouTube sub giveaway. The video to watch, like, and comment. Thank you, Rob, for keeping everybody updated on the giveaway stuff. I do appreciate that. Let's see. I expect the Ethereum merge to be business as usual. Yeah, potentially. But yeah, let's go ahead and check ADA and then Solana. Let's go ahead and take a look. Wow, this chart has a lot of stuff on it. Let's zoom out a little bit and see what we're looking at. Oh, actually, I think this is, this is when I was on Coffee and Crypto. That's what these arrows are from. Okay, let's go ahead and see here. I do believe we actually had some interesting stuff to look at, if I am not mistaken. So you are currently printing a red dot on the daily with your money flow starting to come out. That is definitely a little bit more bearish. Your 16-hour VWAP starting to turn around, but your money flow is coming down. I hate when the charts look. The money flow coming out on the 12-hour, 8-hour money flow coming out on the 6-hour, your 5-hour. You see the money flow spiking back up here, but it's generally coming down. That is definitely see, you're coming back up. But still, until you make a higher high, that is still money flow coming out, in my opinion. As long as this high is higher than this high, that is money flow coming out, in my opinion. And you are approaching some resistance here. Obviously, we've been stuck in this range for forever. Obviously, up. Here's your high, low, high. And then obviously you get some little micro ranges within the range. You could see one right there. You could see one down here. You could see one over here. But you are coming up to some resistance at about 48 cents. So that is your next level of, resistance immediately above you. And if, let's turn on our VPVR. Bada boom. So if you break through this, could get a move up to about 0.493 cents before coming up and testing this next higher volume node at about 51 cents. So those are some, local levels you can watch. I would say, the next major, let's see if we can, let me pull up a different ADA chart so I can pull up, I don't want to mess up this chart, but I'll pull up the KuCoin chart and let's see what this one's got. What do we have on here? Okay, nothing too interesting. So let's go ahead and delete that. And let's pull up the VPVR and find some clean levels here. I would actually, I'll zoom in a little bit. Boom. Okay, so I'll take these. We'll go boom, boom, boom. Okay, so currently testing your point of control here. Let's zoom in. Let's go to the 4 hour. There you go. See, holding that point of control, getting that nice bounce. So here, right, coming up to resistance, as you guys saw on that other chart, we are up against the resistance. You see we got rejected here, pushed us through the POC, and we are coming up to that level right now. Let me turn on that VPVR, and I'm just going to click on it. I'm going to turn these lines off. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, there we go. I just want to see the volume. I don't really care about seeing the point of control or anything. So you could see, guys, you could see right here, the highest volume node is right here. That's why this area is such strong support. As you see, we're getting that bounce. Your next level, you can see here, we do have another high volume node. Boom. Actually, we could even just line this up with the top of these candles, or even make it a box. A lot of times what I do with the volume profile, guys, is if it does have a reaction off some candles, I will go to where that reaction is and then draw that box up until that actual high volume node, that actual peak right there. And you could also, you could even draw it down here to these candles. But I'd be happy with something like that. So there is another level, right? Obviously, you're bouncing off that POC. This next level here would be your next immediate resistance above you. And if you break that, probably going to be likely that you hop up, flip this to support, and come up to your value area high at about 54 cents. But let me turn on Market Cipher A and turn off that VPVR. And let's go ahead and just run through this. Make sure we don't have no yellow X's. 8 hour, not looking too bad. I'm just going to run through this really quick. I'm not going to really narrate exactly everything. Just trying to do a quick look here. I'm just looking for bearish Market Cipher A signals. Nothing too crazy here, guys, actually. 5-day confirmed blood diamond, but that could have potentially already played out. But yeah, I would say, printing that red dot on the daily is your bearish sign. Potentially, you could be retesting this level here at about 45, almost 50 cents before coming back up to test this purple box on ADA. But overall, guys, I am bullish on Cardano. It is a coin that I am accumulating. Adam is dumping. Interesting. Let's check it out. Is it actually dumping, or are we getting trolled? I do get trolled often like this. Adam dumping. Oh, look at that, right at our value area high. I don't know if I would consider that a absolute dump, but yeah, there you go. This is what you expect at a value area high, guys. This is what we were just talking about. You get the value area high, likely that you're going to get that rejection. And you did have your bearish divergence here on your 1 minute, obviously to be taken with a grain of salt. But essentially what happened here is you came out of the value area, broke back down into the value area, bearishly retested, and now you're coming down, right? So as of right now, coming up to the higher time frames, right? If you get that a decent rejection here on the higher time frames, you would be likely to come back down and revisit that point of control. Is that our point of control? I should have labeled them. This is why you want to label this stuff. But we could pull a local gold in here. Let's see. Maybe pull it to here or here. Pull it here. Yeah, you can watch this golden pocket for a potential retest. I don't know if you'll actually make it down that far. But let me see if I can find out. Let me see if I can pull this VPVR back up. Boom, 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 boom. Let me see if I can get us back to that range we were looking at. Yeah. That's it right here. Yeah. So, yeah, okay. So it is your point of control. Okay. So let's hide that. Boom. Yeah, so potentially, if you get stuck under here, you might bearishly retest a couple times. If you get stuck below here, it could be likely that we come down and visit the range lows at about $12.40 for Adam. We already did Adam, but I just did want to point. Thank you for pointing that out, that it was dumping. I do appreciate it. Let's see. Having a hard time hearing you when you look down and read. I guess you got to be speaking right into the mic for it to pick you up. Crypto Mojo Life, thank you for pointing that out. I gotta be cognizant of that. Yeah, because like if I do this, like you probably can't hear that well. And then I gotta come right back here. Now you can hear me perfectly. It is you gotta be pretty close to these microphones. But it shouldn't be a problem. Shouldn't be a problem in the near future because, guys, we got some exciting stuff on the way. Let's see. Can't talk about it, though. Frankie, can you check ETC in a long looking for take profit zones? Yeah, Gary says dumping. Yeah, not. I mean, Yeah, I mean, if you look at the 1 minute, it looks like it's dumping, but it's not. It's just a little rejection here. But let's go. Let's take a look at Solana, and I'm gonna look at Solana first, and then we'll look at Ethereum Classic. Now Solana, Solana doing something interesting. That's the range that I want right here. This is what I'm looking for. This is what I am looking for. Boom, that's gonna be your barrier inch. That's gonna be the barrier into your potential. Yeah, look right here. Big low volume gap right here. Bada boom, bada bing. Right there. I know what you guys are thinking. What is this guy drawing? I'm drawing. Never mind. Never mind. I'm just going to dig myself into a hole here. But all I'm trying to do is point out this big volume gap right here. You can see we moved very quickly through it here. So if I don't know if I have a line here yet, but let's get rid of that. Okay. So right now we are testing a value area high right here, and we do have that low volume gap right above us. So let's actually look at Market Cipher first, right? So looking for that red dot on Market Cipher B that would be bearish, could potentially break us down. Now we are sitting at the lows right now, though. So you want to remember that. You don't want to be shorting at the lows. But coming down here, 12-hour confirmed blood diamond, printed on the previous candle, but that VWAP turning right back around, trying to fight that blood diamond. Again, things are looking pretty choppy right now, guys. 8-hour green dot about to print. 6-hour green dot printing right now. Your 4-hour trigger wave with the green dot is confirmed. Your lower time frames are in the green with your money flow. 30-minute in the green. So yeah, getting some. A lot of these. Sometimes it's clear, guys. Sometimes it's not. But what we could do here is look at these levels and try to guess or try to get an educated idea of where price is likely to go next. Now, as you can see, zooming in here, let's zoom in a little bit more. Come on, baby. So as you can see, we do have that low volume gap here with our next major level coming in right about here. I would say right about here. So if we are able to break through this level, if we're able to break up here, find some support, break above here, find some support, we could get a quick move. You can see how quickly we moved through here. Could get a quick move up to about $34.65, but that is if we can break that value area high and flip it to support and get some new volume to flow in and ride us up to that $34.65 level for Solana. But yeah, guys, this thing is absolutely crushed. We are sitting pretty close to the all-time lows for this cycle. The previous all-time lows that we made. So you want to be careful with the shorts. However, if we break this level of resistance, we could break into that low volume gap and get a move back up to this previous consolidation zone that we hit. So it could look something like this. You pop up and then we kind of just pop back into the previous range. So there you go. There's a little sauce on Solana. But let's go ahead and take a look at Ethereum Classic. Pull up the KuCoin Tether chart here. Let's see. Hooray for volatility coming back. Let's get it. Steven says, what is BTC looking like? Go ahead and gotta go. Bing bong. Enzo Mining. We'll see you next time, brother. Thank you for being here. 1K. You going into XRP or ADA? I'd feel comfortable splitting it 50-50. If I had to pick one to put $1,000 in right now, I'd probably pick Cardano only because I already have a lot of XRP. I have more XRP than I do Cardano, so I'd want to add to my Cardano stack. But if I had even bags of XRP and Cardano and I had $1,000 to put and I could only put it in one, I would put it in XRP. Personally, that's not financial advice. That's just what I would do. Let's see. Okay. I see you. Oh, I see you, brother. Okay. So let's go ahead and, okay, guys, my graph, never mind. Okay. Taking a look at Ethereum Classic. Now let's take a look at the daily, right? Yeah, a lot of the dailies are looking to print red dots. But yeah. So, that would be, generally bearish as in a small move to the downside. Nothing like alarming. But yeah, your 16-hour VWAP is flat. Your 8-hour looking to print that. Yeah, your 8-hour and your 6-hour is lagging behind most other things. Your 4-hour and your 5-hour are printing green dots. 5 hours printing, 4-hour is also printing, and good loady load. You're also getting that money flow to get pretty close to that zero line. Looking for the crossover into the green. Your 15-minute. 15-minute is looking, money flow is kind of just flat there. Your 30-minute money flow coming up. That 30-minute money flow looks pretty dang good. And sometimes when you get those 6 and 8 hour green dots, that can play out pretty good. So if I were watching Ethereum Classic for another move to the upside, I'd be looking for that 8-hour green dot and that 24 or 30-minute money flow crossover into the green. Now, we already got it on the 24 minutes, so I'd watch the 30 minutes. So the 8-hour green dot with the 30-minute money flow crossover into the green, that's what I would be looking for a potential move to the upside. So, yeah. You're a funny dude, Law. Appreciate you, brother. Crypto Mojo Life, I appreciate you back. I think you're talking to me. I know you could be talking to somebody in chat for all I know, but I'll take it. I'll take the compliment. If that was meant for somebody else, I'm stealing the compliment. I appreciate that, bro. Thank you. Shout out to you. Boo, XRP. Boo. Hashtag ADA gang. Let's go, Brad. Shout out to the ADA gang and the XRP army. Shout out to you, Brad. Thank you for being here, brother. Always love seeing you in the stream, man. Okay. So now some levels to look for on ETH Classic. I'm actually going to go ahead and find some new ones for you guys. Go ahead and turn off Market Cipher A and zoom out a bit. Turn on that VPVR, VRVP, whatever you want to say. I say VPVR because it sounds better. But there you go. You can see we're kind of in this little range here, right? So I am going to take that range, right? So if I zoom in, it'll change. Might not change that much. But yeah, if you zoom out, you can see that this is the range that you have high, low, high, low, 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 almost high, right? So that's your range. That's where we're getting the levels from, right? And this is just one of many different ways to find some key levels. But let's go ahead and hide that. And let's take a look. For Ethereum Classic, guys, we are currently fighting that POC. Just absolutely battling that POC with the nice green dot here. Yeah, and money flow coming to the upside. So if that can push us above, which we are right now when you zoom into the lower time frames, hopefully, if we could come up, flip this to support, you guys know where price is likely to go. It's likely to get a move back up to that value area high, coming in at about $43.81 and pulling back up that VPVR, double-clicking on it to open up the settings, and just going over to that's a horizontal line. What happened there? I don't know what just happened. Turning on the VPVR, double-clicking on it to bring up the settings, going to style, turning off the VAH, the VAL, and the POC, just so I could see the volume. You can see that we do have somewhat of a gap right here, a general gap. Now, obviously, you have a spike here, so you might get caught up on this level, so we'll put a horizontal line there, and that is, not ironically, but coincidentally, the level that we are fighting right now. I just like to bring this up and show and do this live for you guys so you can kind of see, easy ways to find some levels, right? When you're sitting on the charts and you're looking for levels, you could find them with your eye, right? Just, I can kind of see that there's a little bit of support here. I could put a line there and it's support, right? And chances are, if I zoom out, that level has been respected before, and it has. You can see here. And I just found that with my eye. The reason I drew that level was because I saw a bounce here, a bounce here, and a bounce here. So I put a line there, and when you back test it, you could see there was a bounce there, there was a bounce there, there's a rejection there, rejection there, rejection there, and then you got hung up on the level right here, so it's a level, right? So I don't know why, just a little bit of extra sauce for you guys, finding support and resistance with your eye, but you can see it actually does match up with that, high volume node. So you could see this actually probably perfectly exemplified here, right? You break this level, you have the gap, right? You got the gap right here, you break through, quick move to the upside, right through that gap, right? And then you play here, you have a high volume node, you have a bunch of volume up here, you start playing around, you're building all this volume, and then boom, you break this support, and you're in the low volume gap, boom, you get a very quick drop down to the downside. So I think it's safe to assume that if we continue to find support here and get a move to the upside and we crack into this low volume gap, which I mean really begins, in my opinion, right about there, if we can crack this level, we could get a quick move up towards this tiny or up to this level here at about 39.55. And if we crack that, I think we could move up to that value area high at about 43.81. So there you go. Some levels on ETH Classic. I got to start labeling the value area low and the value area high and the POC, because now we drew other levels and I'm not, I know this is the value area high. I think this was the level that we drew with our eye. And I think this is the other level we drew. So there's some levels to watch on ETC, and also, 5-hour green dot looking to print. That 4-hour green dot is printing, but the money flow is kind of coming out. So we'll have to see what happens. But essentially, you are stuck under this resistance. But if you could break out of this, I do think it could be a quick move back up to this level right about here at about, I would call it about 39.6 or 39.63. So there you go. Let's see. Ahmad, I see you. First time watching this channel. I am already loving it. Mr. Greats, what is going on, brother? Listen, you want to go ahead and throw some love to our channel, go ahead and hit that sub button. I'm going to go ahead and throw some of this money. I'm going to throw some of this money for you, brother. Shout out to Mr. Greats. Mr. Greats, shout out to you, brother. I'm going to go ahead and throw some money for you. Let's go. Shout out to you, man. I appreciate you. But let's see here. Let's see. What do we got? Okay. So, guys, with all that being said, I think that's all the time we got for tonight. Oh, no. Thurston Waffles passed away. Worst day ever. Ooh, Wick. Shout out to Wick. 100 more likes, and we'll have as many likes as viewers. Let's hit them likes, gang. Yeah, guys, if you have not smashed that like button, again, please do it. We still got 531 people in here. Smash that like button so we can grow this Candle Mafia into an unstoppable force. Always growing every single day. You guys are the best community in the world. I don't know how we attract people like you guys, but we got the best. We got the best community on YouTube, hands down. Let's see. Oh, interesting. Yo, any chance once a week y'all could give macro event levels to watch? Yeah, Mandog, we could do that. Love you, bro. Mr. Greats, I love you back, bro. I just met you, but I love you back, man. Welcome to the Candle Mafia. You're in the family now, bro. There's no coming back. There's no coming back from joining the Mafia. You're in it for life. I'm sorry, but you made the choice there. Well, I guess you make the choice as soon as you hit that sub button. Just know you're stuck in it forever. But we're happy to have you, bro. Let's see. Yeah. Could you give us more macro levels? Yeah, we could do that. No problem. This is an awesome community. Thank you for your hard work, Frank. Hey, Kevin Baker, no problem. I got you, bro. Anytime at all. 498 likes, creeping towards 500. Doesn't look like we're going to get that 650. We've been struggling getting those likes. I think people just get bored of hitting the like button, even though it's very easy. It's not, you don't have to go that far. Just got to go, I guess, down and to the right a little bit, and then just click that like button. But we were going for 650. We got 500. Can't hate on it. But we're going to go ahead and spin that wheel of pain and pleasure and see if we could stack these giveaways up. And let's see if we can do it. And there you go, guys. Turn DMs and likes into big state spikes. I don't know what that means, but it's our ad here. This is a spammy website. Look at this. We got that. We got tons of ads here. I'm not actually sponsored by Best Buy, guys. If I was, I would have a 150-inch screen TV behind me. Okay. So, we are sharing the screen. Let's go. That's why we come. Ahmad, shout out to you, man. I appreciate you. So busy clicking the buy and sell buttons. That's right, Connor Anderson. Well, if you guys aren't hitting the like button because you're hitting buy and sell, then that's okay. I can support that. But let's go ahead and spin this dang wheel. We got 5 spins tonight. Last night, you got like an 8 out of 10 hit rate on the wheel last night, I believe. And we're starting it off with a rug pull right there. Got rug pulled on that one. Sorry about that, guys. Here we go. Let's see. Rob, proactive with the screen. I like that. Let's see. Spin number 3. Bada boom, bada bing. See, Brad's a rap fan since inception. I like that, bro. There we go. Give it to him, baby. Give him the giveaway, baby. Let's go. All right, let's see. You're awesome. Watching from Puerto Rico. Let's go. Calling in from Puerto Rico. Calling in. We got a live caller on the line. Shout out to Nico Morales. I appreciate you tuning in all the way from Puerto Rico. We love you, bro. We love our Puerto Ricans in the house, man. Welcome. Because you're a smart man, Ahmad. I appreciate that. You're a smart man. Did I miss it? Was it a fake out? Yeah, go. Who said that? Let's see. Renoir. Go ahead and check. Go to the beginning of the stream and scrub until you see the chart pop up, and that is where we look at Bitcoin right at the beginning of the stream. Okay, I think that was 5 spins. I'm giving you guys one more for good luck. Let's get it. Look at that. Give him another giveaway, baby. Give him another giveaway. Let's go. And with all that being said, I think that's the longest moment of silence that's ever been on this YouTube channel. But guys, with all that being said, I think that's all we got for today's stream. I actually got to go do this BitBoy Crypto video. If you guys tune in to the 9 p.m. BitBoy Crypto nightly crypto news wrap up, your boy Frankie Candles is doing a takeover. So go ahead and check it out. Show some love in the comments for me. Let the people know that you guys love Frankie Candles. But with all that being said, guys, I just want to sit here and read chat all day long. Inception was a rap movie. Bing bong, FOMO sapien. Let's go. JS, thank you for being here. Connor Anderson, thank you for being here. Crypto Jappel, Brad, Nico from Puerto Rico, Connor Anderson, Ahmad, Tim Price, Renoir, Blanchard's Bees, Bing bong. Thank you all for tuning in. I appreciate every single one of you more than you guys could ever imagine in your lifetimes. You guys are not just numbers to me. You guys are my friends. I get to talk to you guys. I feel like I know a lot of you more personally than I know my friends. And I love that we get to go on and have a good time every single day on this stream. Absolutely blessed to have you guys standing with me for this YouTube channel. And with all that being said, guys, that's all I got for tonight's stream. I hope you guys learned something. I hope you got at least updated, or I was able to give you some, maybe I was able to back up some TA you were doing. I just hope that you were able to get something. If you did get something out of the stream, hit me with a hashtag value in chat on your way out, just so I know that you guys are liking the stream. And volume profiles, Crypto Jappel says volume profiles end of. I'm not 100% sure what you mean. You are the man. Shout out to Kevin Baker. Love you, man. Good night. Yeah, guys. So hit me with a hashtag value in the chat if you guys are learning anything, just so I know. I appreciate every single one of you, and I will see you tomorrow. Same place, same time, 5:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right after ATB. You knew it. That's all I got, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Should I do my regular video outro? With all that being said, guys, that's all I got for this video. I'll see you in the next one. Frankie Candles out. Bing bong.
Tyler Ramos.
Bubba's Crypto head bopping their way out. I like it. I like it. See you guys tomorrow. Bing bong.